Hi guys, this is Cheryl with Charlotte County Wonderworks again. Working in part 4 of our SNAP challenge. Um, One thing I didn't touch base on is food pantries in your county. No matter where you live in the United States, they have some kind of food pantry in your county, and you need to check out that. Usually, if you go to a Salvation Army or um, one of your churches, they usually can tell you whether they have it or who has it maybe in the area. In my area here, we're in Port Charlotte, and this is another way you can reduce your food bill and live off that SNAP challenge. Um, Here we have different variety of food pantries in Charlotte County, and I'm going to let you know you have to, wherever you live, whatever county you live in, you have to have a picture ID, driver's license, and a social security number. Okay. Um, Now, I just want to remind everybody, I don't get none of this stuff right now, currently, but a lot of senior citizens do, a lot of vets do, and some of the people that are on low wages get all these benefits. But I'm here just to help them out. Um, but anyway, they may not know about a lot of these, um, and which ones are good and bad. Remnant Seed, that's in Charlotte. Your churches, like I said, like there's St. Charles Borromeo, United Methodist Church, um, Salvation Army, um, and you'll have to pick up a schedule because they only have it on a certain time and a certain day. Um, and usually, sometimes they might even have it just maybe once a month or twice a month or something like that. So it's really important that you keep a schedule. And I know this sounds crazy, but you know how you see these UPS drivers all over town? Whenever you do your shopping, plan your route accordingly to all the stores that you may need to stop at to get the best deals on what you have to do. Right along with the same thing with any of your food pantries. Run it like a UPS route. I hate to say it, but you have to run it like a UPS route so that it saves you gas and time and you can get the full benefit of what you need to do. But anyway, these are a name of a few of them. Plus, there's also Harry Chaplin, which is a pretty good one too. That's, I'd say, one of the best ones because Harry Chaplin, along with some of your churches, usually give out meats, dairy products, and produce. Not so much the churches on the produce, but the Harry Chaplin, they do give out a lot of produce. Um, Most food banks, like you see on the web, or your list that you may get from your county person or Salvation Army or somebody that has it, or your church, most of those pantries will give out canned goods and breads and things like that. If you're looking for meat, it's extremely rare. You probably won't find it. It's like a needle in a haystack on any of the pantries. Um, I'd say if you're looking for meat products or dairy products or produce, your best bet is any of the churches running along with Harry Chaplin because they're the only ones that I know of, and my friends have told me that they've actually gotten from them those type of items. And again, if you get those kind of things, and let's say you get too much, again, you can sit there and can the items or freeze it. And utilize it that way for storage for later to use for later. I know one of my friends said they got a whole bunch of zucchinis and didn't know what to do with it. I says, well, maybe you can make some zucchini bread out of it and put it in the freezer, you know. Um, you could sit there and even, what do you call it, slice it up and put it in the freezer and use it for a stir-fry vegetable later. Another person said they got a whole bag of like sweet potatoes and they didn't know what to do with it. And I says, well, sweet potatoes are a really good thing. I says, you can sit there and grow those in the ground. And they says, really? And I says, yeah, you can put potatoes in the ground and you can grow them. He says, really? I said, don't know how to do that. I show them how to do that. So yeah, you can take some of your stalks, any roots, if you might get roots from any of these pantries, put a couple aside and put them in the ground. and they'll start growing for you. And then later on, another season later, you'll probably get a crop of them in, and that will save you even further money for your challenge here. But yeah, so they end up putting some potatoes in. Even myself put potatoes in the ground. I haven't done sweet potatoes because I haven't gotten it yet. But they put sweet potatoes in the ground, and a year later, sure enough, they got a few of them. Not very much, maybe half a dozen to a dozen type thing. But every year, you know, I told them, I says, take them, and if they're big, split them in 4s or 6s. Excuse me. Excuse me again. Split them in 4s or 6s. If they're small, just one little thing. And so that's what they did on some of the roots. And then I had another person put some ginger in the ground, and they said they grew that. So, yeah, anything that's root-wise, you can put in the ground and grow it and do that. Now, another thing, too, I haven't touched base about is, let me see if I can pull it up here. A lot of towns here in Florida have what they call discount bakeries, or surplus or outlets or whatever. This is this Flowers Bakery is, well, maybe not this one. But anyway, Flowers Bakery and Edmonds and all of them have different bakeries in the area that actually sell their items anywhere from half price or more. And you can get a loaf of bread once in a while, not all the time. You have to look for it. Look for your clearance tables in those bakeries. And those are the items you put in the freezer. For example, a friend of mine picked up a loaf of white bread, and they got it for 50 cents. So they end up picking up, let's see, 6 loaves. That was $3, and they put it in the freezer, and that has lasted them the whole month, maybe even longer. I know it's just white bread, but bread is bread if you're hungry, you know. There was another one said that they picked up some cake mix. And so they use that for pancake mix. They've used it for cakes. They've used it for muffins. And some of them have actually somehow changed it and made cookies out of it. Another person said that they taken, what do you call it? They had these like fruit roll-up things, I guess the kids like, or something like that. And it was made with real fruit, because I saw the ingredients on their box there, and it had like apple and grape and strawberry and stuff like that. And that can be substituted maybe for your fruit portion. They did have those in a clearance box, and they're weeding through it and telling me about all the stuff they found in there. But they end up spending maybe for the whole month a total between $10 and $20 of everything that they could possibly want, whether it was bread, cookies, cake mixes, gravies, breakfast items, whatever. So that's another thing you need to check out too that I haven't touched base, is like Flowers outlet, Edmonds outlets, any kind of bakery outlets, right along with your pantries. And pretty soon you'll see how this will drop even further. And if you don't have a ride, let's say you don't have a vehicle, they have buses, and in Charlotte County they have something called Dial a Ride. Or if you have a neighbor or a friend that you're really good with that has a vehicle, maybe they can bring you up there and give you a ride to one of these places that the pantry or whatever's going on. But I definitely check it out. It's worth the time and investment time on it to do that. So, all right, well, this is part 4. Let me see what else I can come up with to help you guys out there, over there. But I hope you enjoy all the videos I put in so far. And if you have any good comments, leave them down below. Thank you. Look for my next video.